Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. We must get to some more weddings. Okay.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, back with another video for Married at First Sight. It is season 6, the Australian version. The best one, some would say. I think actually all would say. Make sure you've liked the video, and also make sure you like the video, and also make sure you comment below. Yes, this season is from 2019, but it's before the channel existed, so I must go back and retroactively rehash all this trash, mess, and drama, and it's been so great so far. So many different characters, like Matt the Virgin.
For the first time in his life, he's waking up next to a woman.
Guys,
What?
no phone business last night?
Not in that sense, no. There was no real affection or kissing or cuddling or anything. I don't know, I froze up, I think.
Shocker. Did anyone actually think something was going to happen? And if it was going to happen, it was probably going to happen really, really quickly. And no shame. The way the voiceover lady, who is my favorite, as you know, the way she put it was that, like, this is the first time he's waking up with a woman. Oh, I'd love that to be a scandal. Oh. Always pushing the agenda here. In the last episode at the wedding between Elizabeth and Sam, Sam was talking about how Elizabeth is just so huge. Oh, she's so much bigger than the normal girls that he dates, which is insane because she's not huge. She looks beautiful. And 2, why are you commenting on her weight first thing? Anyway, it's no surprise that things are going bad.
I went to bed last night with Sam. Everything was like really, really great. He was quite a gentleman. He held me the whole night, and now he's woken up and he's not the same at all. Don't know what's going on.
Check my messages. So my ex-partner's mum's passed away. It's a massive shock. I've got a lot of history with my ex and we're very close. The funeral's on as the honeymoon would be taking place. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Okay, this is going to sound terrible, but the skeptic in me is saying, is this real? Because it seemed like he wasn't that interested, and the very next day this happens. But the timing is suspicious. Anyway, what an awful thing to happen to Sam's ex-partner, and for him, considering that apparently he was so close to his ex-in-laws. But now, what does that mean? Do you leave the experiment and then you go to a funeral for a day and then you come back, and then somehow while you're grieving, you've got to be in this experiment, which is, even for the sound of mind, not a good place to be at the best of times.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Of course you've got to go to the funeral. There's no problems with that. That's fine. You've got to do that.
Yeah, it's not in Australia.
Where's the funeral at?
Where is
Overseas.
it?
New Zealand.
So that means we're obviously not going on our honeymoon.
I can't go.
Would you need return flights as well?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Oh my God. You're not sure if you're going to come back. Well, maybe tell Elizabeth now. Like, don't keep her hanging around if you're just going to go over there and stay. Has this happened on MAFS before? It certainly hasn't happened since, I don't think. While he's on the phone, on speakerphone, to prove that he's booking tickets to New Zealand, it seems even more sus that he's like, no, I don't need a return ticket. Not yet. Even though, legitimately, like, you might not know when you want to come back. So... It's awful timing, and it's a sad thing that's happened in his life, but it just all seems so sus, doesn't it? All right, I have read so much, I have seen so much, and I'm finally here to meet this woman in this season. I'm so blessed.
I'm Ines, I'm 28, and I'm from Queensland.
Okay. And I think she's going to get a lot of this voice during the season. I think so. Let me take a selfie. Ines is infamous. Now, I don't know exactly what she does in the season, but I know all of it is really, really good for us.
Some people will not like me, but I don't really care. Do think of myself highly. My standards are quite high. The way I see it, Tinder is like going through your rubbish bin.
Oh, God, that makes me feel sick, but that's a good laugh. Oh, it's funny because I was thinking about getting back on Tinder. And does that make me rubbish? Oh, shit. What a gift already. So Ines struggles to find love, even on that terrible rubbish bin of an app, Tinder. God, if she thinks Tinder's bad, you should check out Grindr. She talks about her family, she talks about the tough growing up, and it has definitely hardened her as a person. She has very high standards, not only for herself, but everybody else. And we can now see why she's single. Sure, I love a bit of confidence and also rating yourself, but maybe Ines has just like got a smidge too much. So who's the lucky man who's going to knock down all these Ines walls?
My name's Bronson. I'm 34 years old from Perth, Western Australia. I'm Pisces. I'm an entrepreneur. Currently, I own 3 companies. Party Boat Charters, which is my main company. I own 6 boats. Mum had always said that us 3 boys should either become singers or strippers. And then turns out I couldn't sing to save my life. So I went to a strip club and got a job on Mother's Day and haven't looked back since.
So you got it? So you applied on Mother's Day, or was your first gig as a stripper on Mother's Day? And I didn't know that that's the thing that I need to be doing for my mum on Mother's Day. You know, in previous years, I've sent her wine and chocolates and flowers and gift hampers and such. But I didn't know that I should send her a stripper. Deidre, in the comments, let me know. Like, you could text me directly, but for public purposes, put it in the comments if next Mother's Day, I know we've got a while until we come round to it again, but Mum, if you want me to organise a stripper for Mother's Day, I think we could do it. So Bronson is a self-made man. It seems like he came from, you know, humble beginnings and has worked his way up, and I don't care about your profession. I know that some people really do get affected by a stripper on Married at First Sight. Oh, some people just can't not get past it. So judgy. I don't care. If you're paying the bills and it's not hurting anybody, go for it. Is Bronson on OnlyFans now? If he's not, that'd be a shock to me.
I absolutely love to treat my partner as a surprise. Bought an ex car. I've bought someone else a $14,000 diamond ring. I do like giving gifts. I think it's nice to be able to spoil someone.
Okay, spoil me. I know I'm the daddy of a lot of different cult members, but I'm happy to have a daddy myself and be spoiled. So, like, I've got a car, but I'll sell it so you can buy me a car, Bronson. Shower me with gifts. Actually, if you want to spoil yourself, but also spoil me, there's a merch store where you can get your own very sassy or sweet baby angel merchandise. There's probably like links right under this video, so go for it. And Bronson, no matter how much merch I sell, I'm still going to want that daddy setup. This episode is really delivering on some characters that I know, like the next one.
My name's Martha. I'm 30 years old. I come from a massive family. They can be unbearable to some people.
I told you, Dad.
At 30 years old, Martha is tired of being single.
You must get approached a lot by men, though.
I mean, I get people saying comments. Oh my God, my mate wants your number. Those sorts of comments.
What? And you don't give them the number? Like, there is nothing hotter than someone sending their mate to you and saying, give me your number, like we're back in high school. You'd walk from one side of the quadrangle or the field, depending how bougie your school was, to the other side. You just go, hey, like, my mate over there really wants your number. Martha is an iconic MAFS figure, and I know how the relationship kind of works out, a la Jules and Cam, but I don't know how we get there. I also know that she does a couple of things in the season, and I'm pretty pumped to see them. So I have absolutely no idea who they're going to put Martha with.
My name's Michael. I'm 27.
This is when he had the man bun.
I'm a primary school PE teacher. Yes, puppy. I love health and fitness, and I also love kids. Got it? I see myself as a father who's reliable, who's loving, who's caring. Makes me emotional when I talk about it. That's the way I feel like I am when I teach. I put the kids first. That's the father I want to be.
I know his name's Michael Brunelli, but if you saw for a split second there was a poster up on the wall and it said Mr. Man Bun, and there is nothing more 2019 than a Mr. Man Bun book. A Man Bun's still in? Oh, okay. Well, they're definitely still in MAFS because in a season we just watched, Cam had a man bun. He also had some other traits that weren't as positive as the man bun.
I'm getting married. I don't know him.
Man hates it.
Τούρκος, Έλληνας, Ιταλός.
Πού θα παντρευτούμε, θα τον γνωρίσουμε τότε. Did the exact same thing as me.
Nan cannot fucking believe this. Wait, where is this guy from? Is he Turkish? Is he Italian? Also, Muslim isn't a nationality, but let's not get into that, Nan. It's a faith. But anyway, just like my Nan, we're not going to try and explain things. Nan can't believe it. But the funniest thing is that Nan was also in an arranged marriage, which is the same. But this time it's with science, which you would think would make arranged marriages better, but no, it doesn't. Bronson is also sharing to his family the great news.
Oh, you're joking. Can we ask who?
I don't have a clue.
Why?
After the last 5 relationships I've had, I haven't been the best picker of partners.
Okay. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I really am.
Oh, thanks, Dad. I'm starting to think maybe he wants me to get married. He's just really happy.
I find Bronson attractive. I know that has nothing to do with my rehash, but I just thought I'd put it out there. The eyebrow piercing is an interesting choice. It does make me think of a different time in the world, but he's backing it in, so good for him. And what a unit of a man. Oh, he could throw you around. And I think really this match, if Ines is like actually true to herself, this match won't be that bad, right? Because she's looking for someone driven. He's an entrepreneur. He owns a few businesses. He's clearly well off. She also strikes me as someone who likes to be spoiled. He likes doing that. He's fit, good looking. Like, where could Ines find the problems? The eyebrow ring. But really, that's just a small part of someone. You know what I mean? Like, you can't judge them too hard, but it is Married at First Sight. So I guess we'll see.
I thought about our first kiss a lot, actually. When my husband sees me, I want him to think I'm a little snack, like a cupcake.
Like a what? Was she saying cupcake? That clip was really cut off, and it made it sound like a little cup. A cupcake is a snack, right? So Ines is thinking about their first kiss. She's also thinking, I need to look my absolute best. So my husband is like, look at this little snack. I'm going to gobble it all up like a cupcake. You know, Sweet Baby Angel, that I am always glass half empty. I'm always coming to these shows from a very cynical point of view. But maybe this match between Bronson and Ines is going to, at least be a nice time until it's not.
I might pash him. I hope he looks at me and thinks, wow, I would totally root her.
Imagine wanting that in your life. Imagine sure, we all want the people that we're with to first look at us and go, wow, that's attractive. I want to be with that person. But I don't know if like root is the first thing that I go for. I don't know if that's what I want from them. Oh, yeah, I'd totally root him.
Do you like the dresses that you picked?
I love it.
There are a lot.
So you're telling me you seriously love this dress?
But like almost more than my wedding dress.
Of course you would pick a witchy goth black mini dress with a glitter palm tree, because everyone's wearing that for their bridesmaid dress.
I love that Jess is coming for Ines about this very peculiar choice of bridesmaid's dress that has like a sleeve, like almost like a wizard sleeve made out of tulle. I'm not an arts and crafts gay, so I don't know the name of the fabrics. And a very short skirt. It's almost like Ines is giving herself as much competition as possible. So Ines is going for a wedding dress where she's going to be fully covered, and she's decided to get her bridesmaids showing as much skin as possible. Generally, brides go for a different tact, but okay, like an ugly, frumpy look. So they look the best no matter what. But Ines is happy for the competition, I think.
It's too bad. We're going to take over.
Her Nana's so sweet. And let's be honest, if we didn't already know the outcome, our expectations would be very, very low. So it's nice to know that Nana's getting what she wants. Some actual science, and to get to see Martha as a bride before she leaves this earth.
If he looks hotter than me, I will gladly high-five him.
He looks like a really nice guy. She's going to be into that. Yeah, dude, it's got to go.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Guessing occupation. He's not a CEO.
Shut up.
Oh, he is though.
I reckon he's a fireman. And maybe he's a stripper because he's got the eyebrow thing.
Now, over the years, I've known people who have had eyebrow rings, and they can come from all different professions. They're not all strippers. One of them is definitely not a stripper, into burlesque. But I didn't know that stripping had a stranglehold over the eyebrow ring industry. You know what? Bronson being a fireman, I could absolutely buy. Well, I guess maybe as a stripper, maybe in the past he has started out as a fireman and then just ended up being naked. You know, that is the job. I'm not judging anyone for making money. I sit here on the internet and record myself. Sure, I'm keeping my clothes on. In fact, I've got a tie on at all times, but that doesn't make it more respectable.
What are you feeling right now?
I feel like horny.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh. Oh, she had it.
Hi, good.
I'm Bronson.
Hi, Bronson. Can we get rid of your eyebrow ring, please?
So she goes from feeling very horny, but as soon as Bronson turns around, because generally, are you not horny? Like, I'm not married, but I'm assuming if I ever was a blushing bride walking down an aisle, I would also be extremely randy. And the first thing she thought was, can we get rid of the eyebrow ring? Actually, scratch that. She didn't just think it, she vocalized it.
Not very easily, no.
Not very easily.
Eyebrow rings are so Britney Spears having a mental breakdown in 2000. It concerns me that he has one. I don't know anyone with an eyebrow ring except for lesbians who work at McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh my God. What the fuck? And what's wrong with being a lesbian who works at a Macca's drive-thru? You're doing God's work.
Yeah, hi. Can I get 14 hash browns? Thank you. Oh, I love your eyebrow ring. Do you happen to have a girlfriend at home and own a Subaru?
Ines is so problematic, and I love it. I love everything about it. Bronson just taking all this shit in his stride. Like, I know he's a big unit with thick skin, but wow. The first thing she says to him is, can we remove this thing on your face? You couldn't wait, just like get through the ceremony? It's going to be like 20 minutes.
In his vows, he said he had country boy charm. Like, it just doesn't turn me on. I'm getting a very inbred vibe.
Well, I didn't think that they were still together going into this series, but even if she comes around at this point and they get through the whole experiment and they end up staying together, by the time Bronson saw the show and saw that she said that he had an inbred vibe, I reckon it would be done and dusted then. What are you doing? You can't. All the things that pop into her brain, she just says them out loud. She's perfection for this show. She'd be terrible to live with. Imagine being married to it.
I feel like I'm happy, then worried, then maybe scared a bit.
When do I get my ring?
Ines, with this ring.
Where do I get the ring?
Vanessa?
Ines. Yeah, Ines, sweetie.
Enos? Inus? Anus? What's the name again?
Bronson.
Brendan.
Please, for your love for the kids.
Oh.
I haven't eaten since breakfast. I've been starving. And that was a lot of tongue.
I'm so confused, sweet baby angel, because she doesn't like the eyebrow ring. She thinks he's got an inbred vibe. The country boy thing does not turn her on, even though she started walking down the aisle oh so horny. And yet at the end of it, she macks on with him like me in a nightclub in 2007 with anyone with a heartbeat. What is happening? Like, my excuse was too many voddy Red Bulls, but I don't know what Ines's excuse is, and she doesn't seem interested in him, so why would she go in so hard? Oh, okay, all right, well, let's see if we can find some love at the other wedding.
Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
You go and sit down, Dad. I've got it from here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you up here. She's a beautiful girl. She's got I think I've struck gold.
I love looking at him. He's so pretty.
Oh, she's so into him. Oh, he's into her, but he's very shy, so he can't look directly at her, and she is not looking away. Mr. Man Bun is definitely for Mrs. Martha. That's cute. Every time they cut to Nan having a cry, it really gets me. And I really hope Nan has nothing against the Italians, because that would be the only thing that could maybe... She seemed to be really concerned about the ethnicity of Martha's groom, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure why she wanted to know so bad.
And Bronson, maybe a little bit of a peck on the cheek there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so down on the inside.
No, I don't like piercings. The eyebrow ring, like, it's so disgusting. Why do you like piercings?
I've not had that since I was
How old are you?
18.
Well, how old are you now?
34.
So why the do you have a piercing?
Because I like it, it's not going to come out. They always say Chihuahuas have the biggest bite.
So we can go pretty hard on Ines for the way that she's approaching this entire wedding, and also for calling him inbred. But then he's getting his own back by saying, is her name Anus, and comparing her to a Chihuahua. Great science. They're just really nailing it. If someone wants to express themselves with a piercing or with a tattoo or the way that they dress, I don't know if you should attack it. You can maybe ask questions about it, but don't like attack them as soon as you meet them just because you don't like it. Eyebrow rings, not for me. As you've pointed out, sweet baby angel, my eyebrows are too animated. Why would we ever want to lock them down? Hey, I think a lot of people with strong eyebrows end up being billionaires. Did I read that on BuzzFeed? Anyway, that's what I'm telling myself. I think it doesn't matter what was going to be put in front of Ines. She was going to find some problem with it. And with Bronson, I think she's going to find a lot of problems.
The fact that he was a stripper, that is purely disgusting to me. An ex-stripper is not supporting my future babies. I will never have a family with him.
But that's in my past. And now I'm an entrepreneur and current boat operator.
Like what you just said to me doesn't make sense. That's like me saying I was a heroin addict yesterday and today I'm not. Like I like respectable people.
Oh, fuck. No. No. Just no. No. You don't. You can't compare someone who strips and you don't know their circumstances on why they got to that point in their life to being a heroin addict. You can't compare the two. And also, someone who has an addiction to heroin, also, you don't know how they got there. Addiction is very real illness. What is wrong with Ines? She's saying that him, when he was young, starting in life, stripping, making some money, and now he's an entrepreneur and CEO of 3 businesses. She's saying that that's disgusting. Like, Bronson, I reckon you might be problematic, but not for the reasons that Ines has problems with you, in my opinion.
Again, hand around waist a bit.
Oh, that's too much. I don't want to be held like that. I didn't want him touching me.
Little bit of a kiss.
I'm good for now. I have a sore throat. I will never get past this. This is pure, like, bottom of the barrel.
So unless you're a lawyer or a doctor, that is bottom of the barrel in Ines's mind. Okay, what a piece of work, and I'm excited. It's too late, Ines. You've already had his tongue in your mouth and vice versa. So what, now you don't want to kiss him? Like, you were happy to kiss him before when he gave an inbred vibe, but now that you find out that he's a stripper, that's the disgusting bit? I don't know about you, sweet baby angel, but I don't have a problem with someone being a stripper. I would have a problem with someone being inbred.
Are you Italian?
Yeah.
So do you have a nonna?
Yeah.
I love a nonna. He might be a little bit more reserved. I have no idea what his type is. What if I'm not? Then how awkward is that going to be? I feel so vulnerable.
I didn't know this side of Martha. Like, I've seen all the bits and pieces online, but I just didn't really know this sort of insecure side where she is so into this guy, Mr. Man Bun, and he's so shy. He's clearly into her. You can see the way that he looks at her, but because he's not vocalizing any of it, she's sitting there going, oh my God, he's not into me. This is clearly why Michael is still single. He's probably been into lots of girls, but has he told any of them? No. Mr. Man Bun keeps his feelings to himself, unlike somebody else we know.
He used to be a stripper.
Oh, don't do that.
Telling everybody he's a stripper. We saw that a mile away.
Did you strip all the way? Like a G-banger?
Oh, no, all the way. When I heard the comments about his lifestyle, that was, to me, it was slightly disappointing.
Yeah.
So Bronson's a loving person. That's who he is.
Get him to give you a lap dance.
Oh, that's fucked. That is so awful. Yelling from the bridal party table, he used to be a stripper. What an awful, demeaning thing to do to someone that you just met and you're trying to make a connection with. Oh my goodness. Did Ines cop it during this season? Because if she didn't, I'm shocked. You don't have to like that he was a stripper, but everybody has a past. Why does she act as if she's so high and mighty?
Fist bump.
Oh.
Slightly awkward.
I cannot believe that Bronson is taking it so well. He's trying to have fun with her. He's answering all of her questions. He's doing it open and honestly, and I'm sure he probably does something really toxic later on in the season. Everybody does. I would not sit there and take that. What, you gonna shit can me in front of my own friends and family and all these people I don't know? Nah, you can go fuck off, Ines.
Yes, you're doing awesome. They'll really like you.
Yes.
Everyone has said positive things.
Do you like me?
I do, of of course.
Do you though, really? Like,
No, really.
what do you really
No,
like?
really,
What do you
really.
think?
I was worried that I wouldn't feel anything when you smiled. I'd feel good when you smile. It makes me smile. You have a huge smile. And there could be like a little bit of feelings there. Makes me excited to see what the future holds for us.
I feel a massive relief.
He's so awkward. I just didn't know that. I've only seen the bits and pieces on social media, obviously a long time after this aired. So I just didn't think that they were both like Martha being so vulnerable and insecure and him being very softly spoken and not really able to put his words together. It's super cute. All right, so out of the two weddings, we know which wedding is the successful one, the one that the narrative, the edit, is trying to make us think is going to last. And there's one that we definitely know lasts and one that I don't even think is going to get to the honeymoon, to be honest.
It could not have been a worse occupation for me. So why did your mum wish this for you? My dad was like, go be a lawyer, so what is your sole purpose on this world? Is it to strip for people, like to show them your naked body for money? That's what my biggest concern is.
Wait, Ines is going hard. Does she have an OnlyFans? Wait. Wait. So I've just Googled it and I know everyone can change over time, but this is an article from 2021. And after all this shit that she goes on with about the stripping and everything, Ines has an OnlyFans. What a fucking hypocrite. Oh, it's almost like Olivia. It's exactly like Olivia. And do you know anything about his mum? I think his mum has passed away. So maybe don't shit on his mum's memory and the things that his mum has driven him to do, which has helped him become a successful person. You awful, awful woman.
Bronson is a really nice person, and yeah, I probably am being a bit too hard on him. I don't think he can support me and my family. I mean, this is like my life we're gambling with, I just want to know, like, if you're capable of providing for, like, my unborn children. Are you ready for that?
How many kids do you want?
How many you can afford? Like, if you can do 6, I'll do 6.
My mum raised 4 kids on $20 a week.
That's cool.
Don't need money for kids.
That's cool. Look, I know the saying, hurt people, but in one sentence, and I know it's highly edited, but in one sentence, she's saying, I know I should probably ease up a little bit and give him more of a break. But then she's saying, there's no way that this guy could support me. He drives a Tesla and he has a few businesses and he likes to buy his partner gifts. I think just because he started stripping, that necessarily doesn't mean. Also, even if he still was a stripper, that doesn't mean that he can't provide from the woman who has the OnlyFans.
For those who don't know, there's actually 3 people missing tonight. Your mother would be thinking, looking down at you, saying, whatever you do, treat your bride with kindness and thoughtfulness.
I hate myself right now because I have been a bit hard and mean to Bronson.
A bit? Change that to a lot and then maybe we can talk, Ines. I'm sure the edit has removed any of the nice things that she's really said during the filming of all this, but she said so many mean things. I don't even know if she needed prompting for all that stuff. I'm not saying Bronson's the best guy. I have no idea what is going to happen in the future. But Ines, oh Jesus. Speaking of bottom of the barrel, I think production found her on Tinder, the place that she said was rummaging through the trash. Like, fucking hell.
Do the hook and eye. Oh my God, do you know how good that feels?
Is that all you need me for?
So good. Strip, babe, strip, get it off. I'm so lucky. Somebody's on my side today. There's someone up there. I mean, we know what's underneath the shirt. Honey, come to bed.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's hot for teacher. Mr. Man Bun seems like he's... Mr. Man Bun is certainly shy and Mrs. Martha is really looking for a PE lesson. PE not standing for physical education. Something entering.
He's so big. I think this is a double bed. We won't fit. Why do you sleep in onesies?
Because it's freezing cold.
Have a good night. I think if Bronson can be patient with me, we could get somewhere. Tomorrow's a new day and I can't wait to find out where I'm going for my honeymoon.
Okay, I don't know anyone who could be that patient. And that's the end of the episode as she looks forward to the honeymoon, hanging out with the inbred stripper. Look, even if Bronson was happy to overlook everything that she has said, there's no way that his family would accept any of this. Honest, do her family just let this behavior go? Because that's also partially on them too. That's it for another episode of Rehashed of Married at First Sight Season 6. Make sure you like, subscribe. I want your comments, your thoughts, your feelings. All below there. If you need any more from me, in the description, you'll see all the links to all the fun things, including merch. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.